Train dragons and unicorns in your fantastic ranch. Take care of them and build relationships between them and students through riding lessons. Become the most famous ranch in the Enchanted Kingdom.
The festival has started! It's going to be so much fun! The prince and princess have just arrived.
A challenging exploration and survival adventure. Set in the dying world of dragons. Only those who harness the power of frozen flame have the means to survive the harsh conditions of the realm and able to muster the strength to cleanse it for good. Relive the legendary single-player campaign from the classic first-person shooter. Crysis 2. Optimized for today's hardware in Crysis 2 Remastered.
They got inside. The Seven. They got inside.
Just so you know, Prophet, you walk slow. You play nice.
You're not Prophet!
Time for the whole human race to wake up.
Experience the single-player experience from the iconic first-person shooter. Crysis 3. Optimized to take advantage of today's hardware in Crysis 3 Remastered.
Just following orders.
Every step of the way, and now
a group of documentary filmmakers receive a mysterious call inviting them to a modern-day replica of serial killer H.H. Holmes' Murder Castle. But on arrival they soon discover they're being watched, and even manipulated. And suddenly there is much more at stake than just their ratings.
That's not what I was expecting.
What was that?
Can't handle much more of this.
There's a lot of miles between eccentric and murderous. You okay?
Not even close.
He wants to choose, doesn't he?
LONN is a first-person VR story action-adventure game with realistic physics. The year is 2058. Mankind is increasingly eclipsed with cybernetic beings. Use telekinetic abilities, weapons, objects to unleash destruction and obliterate the dystopian force that is WUXN. Broken Edge is a VR multiplayer fantasy dueling game where you embody historical sword fighters. Use their unique techniques and powers combined with cutting-edge fencing mechanics to claim victory against online opponents and climb the ranks.
Do you have what it takes?
Lost Hammer. This is a 3D adventure with puzzle elements and first-person view. You have to take on the role of a city dweller who dreams of becoming a blacksmith's apprentice. Torii is an adventure puzzle indie game with an artistical approach, full of surreal landscapes, strange creatures and emotions. It's an introspective journey about the emotions that arise when coping with the loss of a loved one. a dark and satirical management sim, where you take control of a recycling factory with a twist it recycles humans. Your job is to decide who gets to escape our dying planet in a cozy spaceship and who sacrifices their blood, sweat and tears for humanity. Literally.
I can do better.
Outsmart your foes in this clever turn-based strategy roguelike. Utilize the unique time scrubber mechanic to discover the optimal solution. Just never forget, every step matters. Hunt down and kill twisted woodland creatures in this roguelite focused purely on the tactical side of combat. No gear, no min-maxing, just you and a ton of enemies. Each boss you defeat earns you an ability sapped from them. You are the bartender at Trippy Tavern, serving up colorful drinks to thirsty customers. Use your earnings to learn new recipes and rise the ranks, all while dealing with random mods every round, some good, some bad, and everything in between. Oh, and don't forget to pay the rent. The best FPS that never existed finally comes to the modern era. A convict on death row, sentenced to die by electrocution. You awaken in hell at the mercy of an ancient weapon, the Hellraiser, and you must fulfill its conquest, reign in hell or die trying. All heroes got corrupted. Unlock a diverse cast of crafty professionals. Use their unique skills. Create your own builds and defend your home by eliminating hordes of monsters. Gather materials. Rebuild your village and craft your way to the origin of this malignant curse. A modern twist of a zombie round-based multiplayer game. Can you survive? Arrange the Viking villages in the islands to expand their domains. After many years of battles, a group of Vikings decided it was time to conquer new lands. With the protection of the god Nord, a new clan specialized in navigation sets off in search of glory. Help Vera find her missing sister as strange things emerge as night falls. Explore space. Conquer asteroid fields to mine and extract resources. Build a fleet of spaceships and destroy the enemies in this new space action strategy adventure. Defend humanity against an alien invader who aims to freeze Earth. You have bats for hands. Now go swing through a series of increasingly silly minigames in a slapstick VR comedy that's about so much more than baseball.
Experience a world gone batty with dozens of challenging minigames. Chicken sculpture.
Beyond Hope gives you and your friends one epic space journey. Your mission alone or with friends is To save yourself from getting pulled into the hot sun, gather debris, scavenge asteroids and build your own space station. Reach for the stars and survive when all odds are against you. You will find yourselves in an apocalyptic world full of enemies, which was created after an unsuccessful fight against a contagion that changed mankind out of all recognition. The streets are full of walking zombies that are hungry for your blood only. You have only one choice: to survive. Car parking. Car game with realistic graphics. Get behind the wheel of one of the cars and get to the finish line, but be careful you cannot touch the cones and other obstacles. Throbax TD is the tower defense game you are looking for. Help Ugler fight his way through 50 levels. Buy over 100 upgrades and get all of the 50+ achievements. Galactic Story, top-down shooter. The player is given a choice of 3 different types of spaceships. Each of them is upgraded right during the game. Dodging enemy projectiles. The player destroys enemies and collects various bonuses. Stronghold's Dungeon is a deck-building dungeon crawler game with roguelite mechanics. You will get to craft a deck to fight and try to overcome this dungeon and its terrible master. Minimalist, top-down, Souls-like. Manage your stamina, explore to find powerful items, and die, try, and die again. Invite your friends and family to join you for a Chompy Chomp party. A chaotic and fun local multiplayer game for up to 8 players that will bring joy and laughter to the room. Start up the demolition excavator and use realistic tools to take down the buildings. Work in a team of up to 4 players and master the challenges in different jobs. This 3D demolition simulation is based on destruction, cleanup and recycling. This is a casual type of tower defense game. Acid Puzzle is a minimalistic puzzle game. As an experienced fitter, you are laying pipes into joints to pave the way for toxic waste from the upper level to the lower. "171" is an open-world action-adventure game with a Brazilian-inspired ambience. Dark Sweeper, a shooter about a soldier, which takes place in the wastelands filled with various creatures and marauders. You are a young corporal sent to a military operation. Your task is to defeat the enemies. Puny BOB. Explore the bright fantasy world of the Mediterranean kingdom, meet unusual characters, and help them complete their tasks by making difficult decisions. Your journey is unique. These stories tell the story of a simple farmer. The game IceLine is the story of the ice magician who collects magic crystals and takes his skills to the next level. This is a puzzle game with unique mechanics in which the player character leaves an ice trail behind him and thus changes the playing field for himself. Survive, explore, live the life of your favorite furry animal. Do you like fast games with the grinding of metal? Try to take part in fights with robots. Your task is to come out of the battle victorious, deftly inflicting crushing blows on your opponent. Upgrade your armor, and then head to the arena to fight. Start playing now. Furious Sword. This tells the story of a mysterious vagabond who fights the forces of evil for good. He will have to go through many trials on his way, and who knows how it will end. Explore a huge world. Fight gloomy monsters. Heavenly Puzzle. A puzzle game for manual dexterity and ingenuity. Assemble the whole picture from puzzle pieces. You can choose the difficulty, where time and number of lives are limited. You simply have to collect them all. Terra Flame is a horizontal SHMUP inspired by the 90s. The feature is that you can switch between 3 types of weapons in real time. I woke up in a BL novel, the story of Tehran's struggle to escape fiction. BL Rene simulation, no. Random novels. This is a combination of third-person and first-person shooter game. As a warrior, you should break through 7 stages to rescue Valkyries from demonic control. Help Argyle Van Helsing hunt down and destroy Dracula before he turns all the world's vampires into zombie vampires. This creature feature Metroidvania adventure game is filled with classic monsters, wicked levels, and clever humor. Mine rocks with your pickaxe. Purchase miners and upgrade your equipment. Sell gems and collectibles for coins. Complete the game by achieving each task and earning trophies. A 54,321 key rhythm game with fixed key rather than tracks. Simple games. Jet Dancer is an explosive and sexy sci-fi action platformer. Play as Jenna Delgado, a superheroine armed with rocket boots, using flaming kicks, high-speed dashes and a flexible fighting system. Destroy mechanized enemies, traverse challenging obstacles and do Horrifical Maze is a 3D realistic horror adventure game. Travel through mazes and complete missions. Survive and escape. This game contains features that most games in this classic side-scrolling shoot-'em-up, originally published in 1989 for the Atari Lynx handheld console. Take on the role of a starship pilot trapped in a web of 51 interconnected hostile universes by the evil spider Zendocon. Defeat the bosses and their minions while unraveling the mysteries of the anomalous forest along the way.
Use terraforming
Pull your
tools to
continent
raise
from
your
the
lands
sea,
from the
in any
sea,
form you see
using
fit.
over 40
Then visit these
biomes
lands
and
in
terrain.
first top-down
Lands
third
rise
person,
complete with
and roam
foliage
and build
and
there.
debris.
Shape the
Even
worlds you
dig,
play in.
Mold your continent exactly how you prefer. In travel mode, you may now explore your custom continent.
Green Garden is an addicting game in which you have to solve puzzles with lovely girls. The game is perfect for relaxing. Sunny Memories is an addicting game in which you have to solve puzzles with lovely girls. The game is perfect for relaxing. This is a game of real simulation shooting of VR, which can be trained with the sparring robotic arm to improve your shot level, and beautiful women cheer for you. Are you ready to conquer and plunder the seas with your fleet? Odania Sports Arena is a VR sci-fi game that allows players to enjoy hitting targets coming from outer space. In different kinds of games you can hit the targets from outer space. I paid 10 more artists to hide bees in their artwork. Can you find them all warning relaxing? Sliding Puzzle Deluxe The Classic is a game where you have to slide pieces around to get them in the right spot. If you have all pieces in the right spot, you complete the level.